Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjan-shalakaya Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Gurve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Anand Leela Maya Vigrahaya Himamya Divya Chavi Sundaraya Tasme Mahapremraspadaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopikant Radhakant Namostute. Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Shri Narsingha Jai Narsingha Jai Jai Narsingha Prahladesh Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringa Namaste Narsinghaya Prahladadayane Hiranyakashipu Vakshaha Shilatanka Nakhale. Om Namo Bhagavate Tubhyam Purushaya Mahatmane Hare Advut Singaya Brahmane Paramatmane. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Seventh Canto. Tadev tasmin nindo ati abhishano bhabhuva yenand kataham asvutad. पहले क्यों नहीं डालते यार? Why always just keep before finish it? Yam vaiswa dhishnayam gopatakam tab ajadaya shutva swadhamatayam anga menari. Then from within the pillar came a fearful sound which appeared to crack the covering of the universe. O my dear Yudhishthir, this sound reached even the abodes of the demigods, like Lord Brahma. And when the demigods heard it, they thought, oh, now our planets are being destroyed. So yesterday we heard Hiranyakashipu obsessed with anger, and Shri Prahlad Maharaj has no anger. We heard many details about anger and no anger. We also heard about the desires of Hiranyakashipu and the desire of Prahlad Maharaj. Hiranyakashipu here means how we define Hiranyakashipu. Every name has some meaning. Hiranyakashipu means what? Yes, bro. Hiranya means gold and Kashipu means bad. And what that means? Enjoyment and collecting gold. Always, one who is always absorbed in enjoyment. That's Hiranyakashipu. And then what's the meaning of Prahlad? No? Rupa, Raj? Prahlad? Prakrishta Rupena Halad. What is that meaning?
The highest.
Halad means pleasure. But what kind of pleasure? Transcendental pleasure, not material pleasure. So Prahlad, Prakrishta Rupena Halad. Transcendental pleasure which one derive in serving the Lord. This is what Prahlad Maharaj, the meaning of Prahlad. And Hiranyakashipu is driving material pleasure. And that's why he is obsessed with lust, anger, greed. Whereas Prahlad Maharaj is obsessed with remembering the Lord and serving the Lord all the time. That's the difference. So, continuing with this verse, yesterday in the last, we heard Hiranyakashipu took up his sword, got up from his royal throne, and with great anger struck his fist against that column. And this today verse says, then from the pillar came a fearful sound vibration, fearful sound. His sound has significance. Here the word says Nindaha Ati Bhishanaha, a fearful sound, which appeared to crack the covering of the universe. Shri Naraji is telling this to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Sound has so much significance. Sound can create war and sound can create friendship. You are stupid, you are rascal. If you hear this, what are you going to do? You're going to kill me. And if I glorify you, you are the best, you know all the Shastras. Then you feel like, be friendly with me. So it's all about sound. How we apply that sound. And as Srila Gurudev used to say, because of this sound vibration, two great wars happened in the history. One is the war between Shri Ram and Ravan. Because of sound of Sita Devi. Another war happened. How Sita Devi? Because when Ram was calling out for Lakshman for help, then Lakshman was not going away from Sita Devi. She said, no, I can't leave you because my brother Ram told me to protect you and I can't go against his orders. So I would stay here to save you, protect you. And what Sita Devi said? You played the role, huh?
No, I didn't play that.
You did Kakai?
No, Suparna.
Suparna. So what did Sita Devi said?
To Lakshman?
Yeah.
She said, oh, I know you've just wanted to enjoy me. That's why you want Ram to be killed.
You want Ram to be killed because you want to enjoy me alone in this forest. And Lakshman can't hear this. And because of this word, many other things happened. Ravan kidnapped, abducted Sita, and this war happened. Then the other sound was by Draupadi. What she said?
Was that when she was laughing at Duryodhan?
Draupadi was laughing at Duryodhan. And what she said?
She said that he was blind just like his father.
Blind father, blind son. And because of this war, Mahabharata. Never any war happened like this. Not World War I or II or upcoming 3. No war like Mahabharata. Because of sound. Sound can create wars, sound can create friendships. And because of the sound, we get entanglement, and because of sound, we can get out of this material world. The transcendental sound vibration. Srila Prabhupada is saying in that cassette, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This transcendental sound vibration can deliver the entire universe. Even a dog can participate in this. A bird and a human being can participate and can deliver it. So, Then from within the pillar came a fearful sound. And we all know what sound is that? Roaring like a lion. Is the sound of the Lord fearful?
Not to his devotees.
Huh?
Not to his devotees.
Yes, not towards the devotees. Is fearful for three modes of material nature. Those who are in the mode of ignorance, demons, wives, they get miscarriage by hearing this fearful sound. The mode of passion, Rajoguna, human beings, they also can't understand this. And what to speak of these other modes? Mode of goodness, even demigods, they are scared. And that's why, which appear to crack the covering of the universe. Even demigods and demigoddesses scared to hear this fearful sound. But the same sound vibration appears to be so soft and give fearlessness toward the devotees. They understand very well. So the sound of Lord can't be fearful. It's always very sweet, mellow, and giving all fearlessness. This sound reached even the abodes of the demigods like Lord Brahma. And when the demigods heard it, they thought, oh, now our planets are being destroyed. So Srila Prabhupada giving purport here. As we sometimes become very much afraid at the sound of a thunderbolt we heard yesterday. Perhaps thinking that our houses will be destroyed. I was thinking yesterday. It was tornado, thunderbolt, and I was telling, oh wow, Sham, I was telling you. The great demigods like Lord Brahma feared the thundering sound that came from the pillar in front of Hiranyakashipu. Understand? While showing his extraordinary prowess, Hiranyakashipu, who desired to kill his own son, heard that wonderful, tumultuous sound which had never before been heard. Upon hearing the sound, the other leaders of the demons were afraid. None of them could find the origin of that sound in the assembly. So they were not able to understand who the demons, not able to understand from where this sound is coming and who's roaring and what is this sound about. Because we have many columns, we have many pillars here. Never ever any pillar roared before. And what is this today? That means a musical sound was present in that pillar when Hiranyakashipu stuck with his fist. Why this column? Such musical. And it's so terrifying sound. Imagine that scene. They never ever expected this sound to come. And that makes all the demons, leaders, got afraid of hearing this sound. But they were not able to find the origin of this sound in the assembly. Srila Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada in purport saying, Krishna explains himself by saying, Rasoham apsyu kontaya. That means, O son of Kunti Arjun, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am the sound in ether and ability in man. Here the Lord exhibited his presence everywhere by this sound in the sky, Shabda K. The tumultuous thundering sound was the proof of the Lord's presence. That was the presence of the Lord. Just like Just like before sunrise is happening now. Before sunrise, there is light all over. But sun has not appeared yet on the origin. But light is there. So that makes the presence of the sun, means the, how to say, that means the sun is going to appear soon. Understand? I'm not getting proper words to describe this. So this is the hint. The sun is going to appear soon. There is light. But let's say around 2 o'clock, 3 p.m., 3 a.m., it's all dark. So is the presence of sun, or we can say, is there any hint the sun is going to appear? Midnight? No. But moment we see light, it shows the presence of sun is going to appear soon. And that's why in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, Ajamil case, the chapter begins with Kechit Kevalya Bhaktaya Vasude Prayanam Agandhavanti Kasir Nihar Eva Bhaskara. Bhaskara means sun. What happens when there is just a clue, a hint that sun is going to appear? The mode of ignorance get dissipated. The darkness get dissipated. The demons, ghosts, snakes, wild animals, they all just go into their respective homes. Because they're getting hint. Now it's light. We can't be around. Because now it's mode of goodness is appearing. So mode of passion and mode of ignorance, their energy, their potency, it gets subsided there. Or they get scared there. Because of the presence of mode of goodness. Understand? That's the hint they get. Most of the people, what is most? The people in the entire universe, they are in these three modes of material nature. Whereas the associates of Krishna, which mode of material nature they are in? Any mode of material nature? So what nature they have?
Transcendental.
What is that word?
Shuddha Sattva.
No. Vishuddha Sattva.
Vishuddha Sattva.
Learn this. Shuddha Sattva means a jiva, a living entity, by a practitioner, by practicing sadhana, can achieve to the level of Shuddha Sattva. Means attaining spiritual form which is favorable, conducive to serve the divine couple. But no jiva can become Vishuddha Sattvas. Vishuddha Sattva means those who are, in English is transcendental of course, those who are eternal associates of the Lord. That's the difference between Vishuddha Sattva and Shuddha Sattva. Right? A sadhak can attain the position of Shuddha Sattva, but sadhaka can't be on Vishuddha Sattva. No one can become Lalita and Vishaka. No one can become Yashoda Maya Nand Baba. No one can become Sridham Subal or Radharani. No one. These are Vishuddha Sattvas. But we can attain Shuddha Sattva. So what happened in the case of Shri Krishna destroying the yajna of Indra and explaining to his father Nand Maharaj not to worship Indra? Why it is so? The important point there is Krishna can't tolerate transgression of etiquette. And there was a transgression of etiquette happening there. And that is, Indra is in mode of goodness. And Nand Maharaj is Vishuddha Sattva. And what was happening? Vishuddha Sattva, Nand Maharaj was worshipping mode of goodness. You getting my point? Vishuddha Sattva is superior to three modes of material nature. That's transcendental state. Whereas mode of goodness is material nature. So what was happening? Vishuddha Sattva was worshipping mode of goodness. Nand Maharaj was worshipping Indra. Krishna can't tolerate this. Therefore he stopped the worship of Indra. And what he wanted to do? That mode of goodness should worship Vishuddha Sattva. Indra should worship Nand Maharaj. All the demigods should worship the associates. This is proper etiquette. Getting my point? Make sense? That's why Krishna forbade this. The worship of Indra here. Yeah? So, that thundering sound was a proof of Lord's presence. When there was thunder yesterday, that thunder was the proof it's going to rain. The thunder was proof it's going to be a storm. That's a proof. The light, we're getting light now, is a proof that sun is going to come soon. Similarly, that thundering sound was a proof of the Lord's presence. Lord is going to appear. And where Lord appears? Satyam Vishuddham Vasudem iti Shabditam. Lord always appear in Vishuddha Sattva. Always. Lord never appear in modes of material nature. So if Lord is giving a hint or a proof, I'm going to come from this pillar, that means is the pillar is the origin or the father of the Lord? No? From where Vara Bhagwan appeared? Lord Vara appeared from where? What is the origin of Lord Vara? You are the best. The best student. Who said that? Yes. What's your name? Huh? Rupa Prabhu said. Shivara Bhagwan appeared from the nostrils of Brahma. So if that means the nostrils of Brahma is the origin or the father of Vara Bhagwan? No. Our Acharya is describing in the commentaries, Vishnu Chakur Thakur. Lord is independent. He can appear from anywhere, even from the column, or even from the nostrils of Brahma. He appeared in a short, small form, but then he assumed big, gigantic form. This is the proof, the presence of the Lord. The demons like Harikatha could not realize the supreme ruling power of the Lord, and thus Harikatha became afraid. However powerful a man may be, he always feared the sound of a thunderbolt. Similarly, Harikatha and all the demons who were his associates were extremely afraid because of the presence of the Supreme Lord in the form of sound, although they could not trace out the source of that sound. So the Lord appeared in the form of sound before his personal presence. This is called sound vibration. Prior to Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, what was the sound? Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Everyone was singing. Nadiya Yudai Giri Purna Chandra Gaur Hari Kripa Kari Hai Loyoda Papa tapa hailo nash trijagate rulas jag hari hari dhani mo. Everyone was chanting Hari Hari. There's a trace, there's a hint. The presence of Lord is going to come. So before the Lord comes, His holy name comes. His names comes. That's the point here. So prior to Shri Narsingh Bhagwan appeared, from the pillar, the sound appeared. You want me to, Prabhuji, you want me to just elaborate on this, or I can go further on this? Because the next verse is a wonderful verse. This verse, Rupa and Braj need to learn this verse. Gurudev asked devotees to learn this verse. 17, text 17. Satyam vidhatu nijvritya bhashitam vyapitam cha bhuteshu akhileshu cha atmana adrishyate abhutbhut rupam. So your name is also there. Rupam cha atma rupam tadvaham stambe sabhyam na mrigam na manusham. Very important verse to learn. Satyam vidhatu nijvritya bhashitam. Sorry. Meaning, translation, to prove that the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial. In other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of an assembly hall. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari exhibited a wonderful form never been seen. The form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus the Lord appeared in this wonderful form in the assembly hall. Satyam, आपको आता है?
सत्यम विधातुम निजभृत्य भाषितम व्याप्तिं च भूतेषु अखिलेषु चात्मना अदृश्यता अद्भुतं रूपं उद्वहन् स्तंभे सभायां न मृगं न मानुषम्.
Very good. A little cheating, but that's fine. But you got to the point. To prove that the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial. Understand? Satyam vidhatum nijvritya bhashitam. To prove not only the statement of Prahlad Maharaj is true, this shows Bhakta Vatsal. The Lord is affectionate to his devotees. Understand? And because of affection of his devotees, he can appear with any form and from anywhere. The form of Sri Narsinghadev appearing from the pillar. Is this the Lord supposed to appear? He forgets his profile, his status. He's supposed to be appeared in the middle of demigods, singing and dancing, showering flowers, etc. But he came from pillar, half lion and half human being. Lion man, Spider-Man, and what other man?
Batman.
Huh? Batman.
Ant-Man.
Spider-Man, Batman. This is Lion Man. Half lion and half human being. Why? Because of this verse is so important. This is a foundation verse for the presence of Lord Narsinghadev. Just to prove the word of my devotee comes true, the Lord have to become like this. This is his form. He's so beautiful. Huh? But just to prove the words, and not only words of Prahlad Maharaj, the word of his servant Brahma also. and to prove his own promise. Name bhakta pranashati. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna promise, Kaunteha pratijani नामे भक्त पर्णशति. आता है कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है? नेहा भी कर्म शोचती प्रत्यवाय न कौन्त्या प्रतिजानिहि नामे भक्त पर्णशति. What is the meaning? O son of Kunti, declare my devotee never perish, and I am the one who protects my devotee. Swalpamasya dharmasya traito mahato bhayat. A little endeavor on this path can save devotees from the great dangers. That's Bhagavad Gita. To prove his words, his promises, and to prove the promise of Brahma, and also specially and specifically to prove the words of his devotee Prahlad Maharaj. Lord has to appear from the pillar. Satyam vidatum nijabhritya bhashitam. In other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere. Because I was not present, maybe a few days back, you must, in this chapter, Prahlad Maharaj told Hiranyakashipu, when Hiranyakashipu asked, where is your Lord? And Prahlad Maharaj said, wrong question. You should ask the question, where is not? I see him everywhere. Or is he present in this column, in this pillar? I told you he's present everywhere. So to prove the word of his devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, this is called Bhakta Vatsalya, affectionate towards his devotees. To prove the word of his devotees. He don't care about his promises and his words, but he give all attention to keep the words of his devotees. Yes? And that's why in Gita he asked Arjun to announce this. Whereas he could have also said this. My devotee never perish. My devotion, my bhakti never perish. And Arjun said, you speaking Bhagavad Gita, why are you asking me to speak these words? Go ahead, speak this. No? Because if my devotee take promise, I put all efforts to save that promise, to keep their words. That's why this verse is so important. Satyam vidatu nijabhritya bhashitam. Because Prahlad Maharaj said, my Lord is present here in this pillar also. So Shri Hari exhibited a wonderful form, never seen before, or before seen, never. And that was half human and half lion. When Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, where is your Lord? Is he present in this pillar? Yeah, same thing I said. Prahlad Maharaj fearlessly replied, yes, my Lord is present everywhere. Therefore, to convince Hiranyakashipu that the statement of Prahlad Maharaj was unmistakably true, the Lord appeared from the pillar, just for his dear Prahlad. Sometimes some people ask this question, Hare Krishna, no sleeping this time, later on. Some devotees ask question, you saying Lord is affectionate towards devotees, which is true, and we have seen in many examples. For instance, example of saving and protecting elephant. Which elephant, Rupa? The Lord protected one elephant. What was his name? Gajendra. Lord was in so haste to protect one elephant, because it was not just an elephant. Who was that elephant? Indradev Maharaj from his previous life. It was not just about one elephant, it was about his devotee, Indradev Maharaj. And you understand a fraction of second means what? If I say Hari, how long it takes to chant this name Hari. A second, when Gajendra was intent to say Ha, the Lord was ready. And he told Garuda, be ready, we are going. Garuda said, where? Don't discuss. Where? And how long it takes to utter the word Hari. So when he say Ha, the Lord was already on the Garuda. And Ri means he was there with his chakra and chopped off the head of the alligator. So quick. Fraction of a second. This is not even a speed of mind, it's something ultrasonic speed. Garuda Airlines. Yeah, we have in Indonesia. Indonesia with Garuda Airlines. Another case, Draupadi, when she called upon Krishna for help. She raised her hands. Oh Govinda Rakho Laj, ab to Jeevan Hari. Hey Govinda Rakho Laj. Oh Krishna, oh please come, save me. Krishna came immediately there. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad is writing a verse, I don't know the verse, but he's saying, today I'm not paying obeisances to the Lord. Today I'm paying obeisances to the haste and hurry of the Lord. How he's so restless and he's so quick to come and save and protect his devotees. But oh my Lord, where were you in the example, in the case of Prahlad Maharaj? Why so much delays? This shows you are partial. For Gajendra you came so quick. For Draupadi you came so quick. How about Prahlad? His father ordered his soldiers, go and kill him. He was being thrown from the cliffs, in the ocean, bitten by snake, in fire, and many other troubles. Why Lord didn't appear? What's the answer?
He couldn't because Harikatha couldn't be killed at certain times.
I can't hear you. Quiet.
Harikatha couldn't be killed at certain days and times.
Because Harikatha we kill in certain days and time. But this Hiranyakashipu case is happened later on. What about when the guards of Hiranyakashipu just dragging Prahlad Maharaj and throwing from the cliff? Lord supposed to appear at the same moment as he appeared in the case of Gajendra and Draupadi. He was in rush. Why you are not in rush in the case of Prahlad Maharaj? In Hiranyakashipu, this incident happened later. But prior to that, Prahlad Maharaj was getting so much hard time. Be burnt in fire, bitten by snakes, etc. Yeah, you have the chart of all the snakes. Rattlesnake, garden snakes. Yesterday you studying those snakes. So where was Lord when Prahlad Maharaj was getting all these troubles? Why the Lord didn't appear immediately? Huh? Now the cool?
Because he knew it'd be okay.
No. Then in that case, Gajendra, elephant and Draupadi also is all okay. Any answer from audience?
I thought he did appear every time.
Who? The Lord? No. He only appeared this time from the pillar.
Well, not visibly, but I thought he said.
But he could have come not physically, unphysically in the case of Gajendra also. But right now we are discussing about physical presence.
I thought it was to uphold the words of Lord Brahma.
Listen, these words is going to appear now, after Lord appeared from the pillar. My question is, why he didn't appear at the very first incident when Prahlad was getting those troubles?
Oh,
Why not immediately then?
to enhance the glories of
Exactly.
Prahlad Maharaj.
This is what I want you to hear.
Yeah.
His delays and his rushing over the scene, both are meant to glorify his devotees. To enhance the glories of Prahlad Maharaj. And this is what Lord is going to say maybe in the verse later on. I'll be gone by then. Today and tomorrow. You're going to hear this. Later on, Lord Nrsingadev is telling to Prahlad Maharaj, I could have come the very first day and killed Hiranyakashipu. The moment he said these words, take my son and kill him, I was so ferocious at that moment. I was thinking to come and just kill him right away. But then how the world will come to understand the glories of my devotees through you. You are exemplary. That's why there was a delay. Why this delay in appearing in front of us? We following Ekadashi, right? We're suffering, refraining from grains. Can't eat pasta anymore. Can't eat veg salads and things like that. Fasting for the pleasure of the Lord, not for detox. We are fasting for the pleasure of the Lord. We are supposed to do Ekadashi. We are chanting our mantras. We are doing practices more or less, whatever. But still, we dedicate our life to Krishna. We are trying to dedicate our life and dedicating. And because of this, brahmacharis, grastas, vanprastha and sannyasis, they are changing the course of their life. Just because to maintain and protect devotional life. Oh, I need a friendly environment for my daughter and my son so they can become devotees. And the moment we get any unfavorable association, we want to pull that out or drag them from that situation and bring in the association of devotees. Why? Why? Because Krishna is the center of our intent. Why so much sacrifices being done? Can stay in any city, do any work, serve in a restaurant, serve meat, alcohol, and kids are going wherever they want to go. Why there's so much concerns and protections? You think Krishna is not acknowledging your sacrifices? Of course he is. Why sannyasis, preachers have to travel so much hard time? Traveling is a fun. It drains so much energy. Could have stayed back in Vrindavan and do your bhajan, Hari Bol, 64 rounds, do Vrindavan Parikrama, 2 times prasadam, that's it. Easy, simple life. Why every move is for Krishna or to save one's devotional life? You think Krishna is not acknowledging your sacrifice? Is he blind? He is acknowledging every of your move. But then my question to Lord, why you not appearing? And just give us a hint of your presence. Some trace, some clue. Just come and then we'll get satisfied. Yes, you are acknowledging this. But we are not feeling any acknowledgements. And that is depressing. Don't think like this. Every little sacrifice has been counting. And that's why in earlier days, rishis, sadhus in the forest doing so much austerities. And in this age, Kali Yuga, this is a great Also great austerities more than the sages. Sacrificing every other enjoyment, a kind of enjoyment, so-called enjoyment, and sacrificing everything for the sake of Krishna is the center of our life and to maintain our devotional life. He is seeing this, he is acknowledging this. Understand? And why these delays? Why was delay for Prahlad Maharaj? To enhance the glories of Prahlad Maharaj. In our case, it's not about enhancing our glories. There is no point of enhance our glories. We don't have any glories so far. One devotee came and said, Gurudev, your lotus feet. I said, excuse me, it is not lotus yet. It's still marigold. It's going to take a while to turn into lotus. Because he wants us to feel separation. Bhajan practices in a mood of separation, enhance proximity of the Lord. There's another case, this other point that we are not feeling separation at this moment. But there is separation. What about union? Union is already there. Is Lord present with you or not?
Yes.
Where?
In the heart.
As what?
Paramatma.
He's there. Your union is already there. And what are you looking about for? What kind of union? Don't you know from the scriptures? Paramatma is sitting in the heart. And who's Paramatma? Is Krishna in one form. But we have no realization. So union is there. What we are seeking for? Separation. We are seeking for separation. We are not realizing this. We are not striving for it. But that's the ultimate thing. Because that separation is going to enhance the mood in a union. Give you one example. Please don't take it otherwise. I'm not showing off. But just to express this point. When we were serving Srila Gurudev in his publication, so again I'm saying, I'm feeling embarrassed. It's not about the glories, it's about one example. There was so much hard time in producing books, translating books, publishing books, composing, layout, all that, printing books. And Gurudev always used to throw a challenge. I want this book in 2 months. And we were just looking, how it's going to appear in 2 months? I don't know. You all work hard. So the whole team was working hard, day and night, because Gurudev wanted this. And believe me, sometimes eating, sometimes no eating, sometimes sleeping, sometimes no sleeping, working 12 hours, 14 hours, 15 hours to please him. Only on that point. 15 hours. And no attending any festivals, no going out for darshans. Totally like you are in a cage and just working to produce this book for the satisfaction, for the pleasing Shri Gurudev. And practically speaking, it's so easy to say, but when you're on a practical grounds, it's so difficult. It was a challenge, it was difficult, really difficult. Starving, sometimes no food to eat. Whatever you grab, just eat and just subside your hunger. So, after going through so much hard time, and then the book is in our hands, and offering this book to Srila Gurudev on a special occasion, like a beginning of Kartik. And moment Gurudev, he received that book, a mild smile comes on his face. And that takes away all hardships, all other Forgetting everything else. What all hard time we gone through producing this book, just by seeing a mild smile on his face, and that is enough. Understand? And ready for the next project. One example. Similarly, to see that one beautiful, mild smile on the face of Shri Guru, that smile is not ordinary smile. He smiled many occasions for many reasons. But seeing that this book is going to help so many devotees in future, this is going to be in an e-book form, and it will always be eternal, being saved in the system. Preserving this book of the Acharyas and the Goswamis, and the efforts everyone has put input in that, producing that book, everything is in together, a package, and that smile is not an ordinary smile. That smile is a very special smile, and to see that smile you need hard work. You understand? It's not that Gurudev only smiled when he received a book. He smiled for many other reasons. Sometimes he jokes with devotees, like once upon a time one Mataji. Every time she's like troubling Gurudev. Not troubling means disturbing him for many things. And once upon a time she asked, Gurudev, how can I serve you? And Gurudev is very smart. And there was something written on his door. And what was written on the door? Do not disturb. Gurudev said, you can serve me like this. And he started laughing. So that is a different. You understand? We smile, we laugh for many different reasons. But there is a one special smile. A very special smile which is not ordinary in nature, which means so much. You getting my point, what I want to express? To see that smile, you have to pay for it. Summer vacations, family is going to Hawaii for leisure trip, vacation, spending so much money, so much hard, packing suitcase, getting some snacks, and it's hard travel, 15 hours travel going to Hawaii. But finally arriving there next morning, seeing the ocean view, with that one breathing, you have put so much efforts in there. Understand? This is how. Seeing that one smile of that Gurudev, which is so special, you pay a price for it. Why I'm saying this? When there is going to be a union with Krishna in Golok or in that universe where Krishna has arrived with all his associates, that one loving embrace of Krishna, which happened in the case of Gop Kumar, Brihad Bhagavatamritam. Gop Kumar is wandering in so many universes and so many planes, different dimensions. Finally arrived where? Golok. And he entered in the pastime of Krishna. At the moment when Krishna is coming back with his cows, Gop Kumar entered in that pastime. And he saw Krishna and Krishna seeing Gop Kumar, and they both gave a loving embrace to each other. They both start crying. That one embrace of Krishna, that one glancing in the eyes of Krishna, and that one mild smile on the face of Krishna, saying, you were averse. You never wanted to worship me. I was the one who always helped you to bring you to me. And that Guru who gave you initiation, what do you think? Who was that Guru? It was me. And I'm getting you, I'm received you after many, many lifetimes. That one embrace of Krishna, one smile of Krishna, how much price to pay for that? sadhan for lives and lives and lives, sacrifices for lives and lives and lives, to get that one touch of Krishna. We are touching Krishna in so many ways. We are serving deities, that's Krishna. Never think they are not Krishna. They are not idols, they are not statues. That's offensive. We are touching Bhagavatam, not just touch, but speaking and hearing is also touch. We are touching Tulsi and many other Tadiya Vastu. These are touch of Krishna. But that one physical touch of Krishna, that has a very special potency and a big price to be paid. Means so much sadhan and so many sacrifices of so many lifetimes to get one loving embrace of Krishna. Even by thinking of this, heart is melting. When the day will come, Kabhi habe bolo se dina maan. Imagine dreaming of Mahaprabhu or Krishna and you, and we just call out Krishna, Krishna, tears from love flowing from our eyes, and we roll on the ground. And Mahaprabhu comes and touch with his soft hands. Oh Sadhaka, get up. That one touch of Mahaprabhu is not that ordinary. Lifetimes of sacrifices and love is involved in that just one embrace. Satyam vidatum nijabhritya bhashitam. Krishna is promised and Gurudev has promised, I will come again, again and again. I will not take rest unless I will take you to Krishna. So, if that promise of Gurudev and Krishna is there, then what is the worry about? The worry is about my own personal practices. There's only one thing we have to worry about. The rest has been taken care of with our authorities. Satyam vidatum nijabhritya bhashitam. My Lord is present in this pillar. Therefore the Lord appeared from that pillar to fulfill the words of his devotee Prahlad Maharaj. This is the promise. This shows the affection of the Lord. Therefore, he delayed in coming to protect Prahlad Maharaj because of he want to enhance the glories of Prahlad Maharaj. So many times there are delays, but that delays in spiritual matters is for some good cause. Weep and cry. Weep and cry. Especially when there is transformation. In the case of the hunter Megari, he used to kill animals half dead. We all know the story. I'm not going to narrate that story. But by hearing the words of Narad Rishi, Shinaraji, the hunter got changed. Who was killing animals half dead. Now he got changed. And he's not even paying obeisances to his Gurudev Narad, seeing that ants are moving around his lotus feet. So much transformation. You know the story, right? And Naraji, what he said? Etena adbhut vyar. It is not at all astonishing, O hunter, that you got changed. This is the glories of Hari Bhakti. This is the glories of Bhakti. It's not he's saying it's not at all astonishing. It is natural. And then he wept, he cried so much to receive the darshan of Nara. So much. And then he got the glance of Naraji. So price to be paid. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Narsingh Bhagwan ki Jai. सत्यमिदातु निजवृत्ति भाषितम्